Welcome back to another episode of the We Love Gaming podcast. This is episode like what 106 or something like that. I stopped counting a long time ago. I'm your co-host Godly Sovereign, and with me today, as always, I have Sir Knight. What's good, my man? How you doing this weekend?
Doing good, sucker. Getting ready to go to Vegas for the NBA Summer League next week.
Oh yeah, you going over
Super
there to go
excited,
see
man.
Jello play in person, man?
If he plays, I heard he might be out on like COVID protocol or something.
Well, he was before, but I think he's out of that. I think he made it out of that. But I don't know. I know one of these games they're supposed to be having like one, I think, on Sunday or something like that. So if he plays in that, then he should be good. But
I'm not going out until Wednesday next week, but
okay.
I mean, if they play, then I'll watch for sure. Like that'd be cool.
Yeah. Are you going to see any of the summer league games?
Yeah, I'm gonna go 2 days, 2 full days.
Okay, so who are you actually watching? Like, who are you gonna get to
I'm
see?
just trying to watch all the high picks. So like Chet Holmgren, Jabari. Probably Jaden Ivey would be cool to check out. Really want to check out Jaden Ivey.
Yeah.
Matheson. A few of them I really want to see. But, I'll just see what I can see. But
Right.
but I love going to freaking NBA Summer League. Basically, NBA Summer League is kind of like the San Diego Comic-Con of like NBA. Like you go out there, you see all the celebrities, you see all the players.
See them walking the strip too, probably.
Yeah. You
do.
See a couple, so you just see them all, dude. Like I was watching one guy's like, yeah, I just got here today. I just ran into Nick Van Axel on an elevator. I was like, oh, that's pretty cool. Jeez. I was like, that's pretty tight. Just everyone goes there. Like everyone's whole NBA is in Vegas right now. Yeah, like LeBron will come in for at least a day.
You almost gotta carry. You almost gotta carry like a bag with like at least like one shoe of like some of the stars you got, just to make sure, like, if I see him, I can pull out the shoe and be like, hey, yo, sign it. You know what I mean? If you want it, you can flip it or keep it, and put it away or whatever you're gonna do with it.
Yeah, it's totally fun. Like, I go every year.
So you hitting the Cosmopolitan up for that secret pizza shop, bro?
Yeah, probably. I guess there's some other.
That seems like a must got to, man.
Dude, that thing's the best.
I missed that place, man. I gotta go back so I can get that spot.
We always go there at least once, dude. Yeah. I got like some reservation to Gordon Ramsay's Steak.
Oh yeah.
It's this restaurant just called Steak.
Yeah.
I'm gonna take my dad there. So
I'm guessing they specialize at steak, right?
Yeah, steaks. Yeah, just steaks and more steaks, man.
Yeah, for
steak
sure.
Upon steak.
That should be dope. You might get to see Gordon walking around or something like that, yelling at somebody.
Doubt it. I don't even think it's just his name on the front, dude.
I think he's there every now and again. Like
he probably is a few times a year.
Yeah, he does. He does legit go to his restaurants to cook. In like a rotation, but he got restaurants everywhere.
That's cool, dude. He goes in a
Yeah,
rotation.
it's dope. Yeah,
that's cool. Yeah, that's really
cool. It's cool that you get to that caliber and you still will cook. You know what I mean? You're not cooking for like a show or something like that. Like you literally,
you're still actually out there. Like we have fans now. You're like cooking for the fans. Yeah,
because I'm sure if I work there, right? If I'm like an aspiring cook or whatever, and I get a chance to work for Gordon Ramsay's like spot, like I would at least want to see him come in and like see him cook once or something like that, so I could see his techniques that he's using and things like that. Maybe catch something that that he's doing. You know what I mean? So it would be dope to just see him, cook, see the boss man cook like once or twice or something like that. You know,
for sure.
But yeah, it would be an experience. You ever seen? You know who Salt Bay is, right?
Who?
Salt Bay.
Mm-mm. Okay. The guy that does the salt like this, right?
yeah.
He does the
sprinkle salt.
Yeah.
That dude has the restaurant, and hey, what's up, Blue? That guy literally freaking does like, I think it's like almost like 1,500 or something, like a couple of grand for like a steak. For him to come and sprinkle the salt on it is mad expensive.
For sure, dude.
It's crazy. Yeah. Appreciate you stopping by. Both of y'all, legend. What's good, man?
Yeah, I heard about that Salt Bay guy doing that. He shows up and he makes a steak for you.
But
like chices it up and
that same steak is like an extra $3,000 for him to do the little salt shit on it, and it's crazy.
An extra $3,000.
It's an extra $3,000
just for him to do this salt. That is so stupid.
Yeah, it's crazy.
It's so dumb, dude.
But yeah, so what games you been playing this week, man?
Dude, so Dying Light 2, but I beat it. I beat Dying Light 2 this week.
Oh yeah, I need to borrow some games from you, bro. I need to borrow Forbidden West, and I need to borrow Dying Light.
Dude, yeah, like I didn't know
Unless
I was
you
like
sold
that.
Them shits already.
Yeah, I didn't know I was like that close to beating Dying Light 2, but I guess like it's pretty much like pretty short. Like I probably spent maybe like 15 hours. Probably 20 hours with my side quests and stuff, but like the main storyline's probably not any more than like 15 hours.
It's dumb quick. It's probably because you got a lot of that running around and stuff like that.
Well, there's like a whole bunch of really fun things to do. Like I was telling last week or one of those weeks, tons of fun things to do. Like you have like hospitals you can explore and get like the little inhibitors that let you boost your health and stamina up. Like that's a lot of fun to collect those. There's tons of loot boxes to find, like airdrops. Like they're old airdrops, and inside there's like, skill points inside there and like gear. Like there's lots of really fun things to collect in that game. And I did a lot of that at the start where I kind of just ignored, the main story, and I was just doing that stuff. And I got really OP. It's crazy because like in this game, it's kind of similar to Far Cry 6 in the sense that you have like these rankings. In Far Cry you have your rank, you're like rank 10 or whatever.
Right.
It's not really like a level, but it's kind of like your level.
Yeah, it's basically
this game has that too, but the highest you can get is 9.
Okay.
And I got to like 7 by the time I was done with the game, and the game ends at rank 4. I think like the very last quest line is a rank 4 quest.
So then, what are you doing the whole time? You're just doing side quests.
So like you don't have to be the max rank to like beat the main storyline. Like it's a pretty low rank you can be to beat the main game. Because I think what they want you to do is they want you to play it like an end game, right? Like once you beat the main storyline, you kind of just keep going in the world, collecting items, getting stronger, going and surviving and killing more zombies. Like I think that's the whole point of it. So you don't really have to like get to the end of your rank, by the time you're finished with the game. Right. But dude, man, the final boss on that game, Dying Light 2, was 4. You had to beat the boss 4 times in a row.
Jeez. He just wouldn't go down, huh?
Like you kill him, and then it's a cutscene, and then it's like, I can't let you do this, and he comes back again, and his whole health bar is back. His whole health bar is back, and you got to fight him over again, and then like you literally kill him again for the second time, and then he's like, you're like, you can't stop this. The people are gonna die, and he's like, you're right. That's why they'll never have to know. And the fight starts again, and you have to kill him a third time, and it does it again. I'm like, are you serious?
That's like when they say about like the horror movies and stuff. Like you always got to make sure you do a double tap. Like you got to just hit him again just to make sure he's like dead. Because like Jason would always come back. Like you be like, oh yeah, man, motherfucker's dead, man. He got chopped up, and then like his heart's still pumping, and you know what I mean? You didn't finish him off completely and stuff.
Dude, I know, but like in a lot of games, bro, like, okay, Sekiro.
Second is done.
They might come back again. Like, you kill him once and you have a phase 2. I've never done a boss fight where I had to do 4 of him over and over.
I don't know if I've seen too many with like a phase 3. That's kind of pretty hard.
Even a phase 3 I thought was a lot.
4 is OD, man.
Dude, once I beat him for the third time, I was like, okay, this has to be done now. Finally, this has to be done right.
And they do my controller
with the full health bar.
What'll really make me hot is if you sit there and you beat the first 3 and then you die on the 4th and you got to do the whole shit over again.
Yeah, luckily I didn't die. Like I said, the game ends at like a rank 4 character, and I was rank 7. And I got a couple legendary pieces of gear as I was playing.
So you was owning them.
Well, what's crazy is like when you level up in the world, all the vendors in the world level up with you. So like it doesn't matter what zone that vendor's in. If you're a rank 5, then he'll have rank 5 gear, even if he's in a rank 2 zone. But when you level up, your weapon is still a rank 5 weapon. But what's dope is the legendary weapons, they rank with you. So as like as you leveled up, if you had a legendary weapon, it immediately jumped up in attack power. Like it morphs with you. Like in a lot of games, the guns stay the way they are. Like they are the damage that they are. But it was cool because these legendary items, as you leveled up, they ranked up with you. So basically, cool. I had like 3 weapons, and I was like, I'll just stick with these because as I level up, they're gonna level up with me. And it was
that kind of makes it lackluster for like going to search for stuff once you have like stuff to make you content,
It did, except for the gear though, like your boots, your belt, your chest piece, like all those you still wanted to find. And I still enjoyed finding gear to see if I found an upgrade there. But like, weapons, if you get like a legendary weapon, it kind of becomes pointless to search for more.
Yeah. So Legend asked about Red Dead Online. You went back into Red Dead, right? But you didn't play the online side, did you?
I was playing Red Dead, the campaign, which I do want to go back and finish that too. But I did a little bit of Red Dead Online, but I didn't quite get into it. There's something about like Red Dead campaign that's just so special to me. Like the characters you come across, the storylines are like really fascinating and interesting and like intriguing that I didn't quite get into the Red Dead Online like I did with GTA Online. I think there's something. The characters are really great in GTA Online. On GTA 5, the storyline is really great too. But I think like Red Dead is just a slightly more cut above, and I'm just a little bit more interested into it. But the Red Dead campaign is just super special, man. Like I can't say enough good about. Like I've raved and raved and raved about Red Dead, the campaign. Like for me, there's nothing that compares. Even like the world building and like the way they built the world, I think it's the best created world I've ever played as far as like detail and feeling of authenticity. I've never played a game that does it better. Even Horizon, it may have better graphics than Red Dead, but it's not a better. It's not done better. Yeah, exactly. It's just not done better than Red Dead. Like Red Dead is incredible. So I haven't got into the online though, but I definitely was putting a lot of time into the campaign. And I want to go back and finish because it was that.
You could put easily over 100 hours just playing the main game, man, for Red Dead because there's just so much stuff to do, and it's so many things like encounters and stuff like where you might have encountered something and then you died and you have to like restart it again, and then like you don't come across that encounter again, so you're like trying to you might play a while trying to find that encounter again, hoping that you can grab it and whatnot if you get lucky or whatever. But
and the encounters feel like so real too.
Yeah,
like a guy will just run in front of you on the road. Like it feels authentic. It doesn't feel fake. Like in every other game, every encounter you have just feels completely scripted.
Because you could pass those guys up. You don't even have to deal with them during that encounter, and that encounter will be gone, and then you'll see an aftermath later. You know what I mean?
Yeah, you'll be riding and you'll see like a dude running and someone's like chasing him, and it's like authentic and real. And you can go help if you want, or you can ignore it. It's just so good, man. So good.
Yeah. I played Red Dead Online for a little whiles, but it's legit like way better if you got fellas to play it with. If you got homies to play it with, then it's a really good experience. You know what I mean? Because you guys can run into a town and try to rob some places, shoot up some stuff. But when you're doing it solo, man, it's just a lot of people that want to try to aggro you and get you to like rage quit sometimes, But it's funny because like all of a sudden out of nowhere, people decided to move from playing GTA RP. So like somewhere there's like a role-playing version of GTA for the PC where you can like literally like get anything you want. You know what I mean? It's like you just, as long as you can type in the code or whatever, you know what I'm saying? You can pop in anything, you know what I mean? And you're just playing around with like a bunch of people trying to pretend you're that person in that world or whatever character that you wanted to create. And so now they've moved from GTA to Red Dead. So now there's a lot of people on YouTube making content RPing in Red Dead Online and stuff like that. So it's like, it's gonna get that jumpstart boost, you know what I mean? That GTA had that mad people were playing it and stuff like that. Like it's just gonna be an influx of people, continually hopping into Red Dead Online. So
yeah, that's cool. I'm surprised. It is interesting because you thought, or you would think, that switch would have happened when Red Dead came out, because it's the newer game. Like Red Dead Redemption 2 is the newer game, but for some reason everyone just stuck playing. I mean, we had a lot of fun. This was years ago though, dude, when we were playing GTA 5 online together, dude. Like we had a ton of fun playing together. Like those online versions of GTA or the Rockstar games are like super fun when you play with somebody.
And they're super unique, you know what I mean? It doesn't feel like, you know, the same as like when you're playing the campaign or anything like that. It's like a totally different experience. And yeah, man, that you know, when Arthur starts coughing and you start realizing what's going on and stuff like that, all that stuff is rough in the you know, with the main campaign and stuff. But it's a good story, man, and you should definitely finish it because you said you never finished it, and it's cool. It's cool to see how they tie everything up with like the previous Red Dead and all of that stuff. You know what I mean? In the different area, you know that you go to and stuff like that. So, Red Dead is, you know, a really good game. But is that all you were really playing?
Yeah, so really just Dying Light. I've been on it. Like I said, I have a ton of fun playing that game. It was just so addicting, like running from building to building, getting items, upgrades. Like it was satisfying killing all the zombies. It was jump in, a quick action, unlike Horizon Forbidden West. So I still have Horizon Forbidden West.
Why you keep shitting on Forbidden West, bro?
Dude, I have a bone to pick with that game.
Yeah, man. Everything was great about this game. It had great characteristics, all of this stuff, way better than Horizon Forbidden West. It's like, bro, we ain't even on Forbidden West. Why you shitting on him so bad right now?
Yeah, I know, man. I have a hard time with that Forbidden West. I'm just so disappointed in it. You know, here's another thing. I'll say one more thing about Forbidden West. Yeah. You know, when you watch like when they showed us the trailers and stuff, or like the gameplays before the game launched, didn't it look like you were in like San Francisco or like a city with like skyscrapers and like I've never seen that.
You haven't seen it
like
yet.
20 hours in, and I've never seen this city with skyscrapers, like where I'm exploring a dead city. I have not even come across that yet.
Because I don't know what the deal is. Wasn't the city underwater?
Dude, I haven't even got to a place where I have like the underwater ocean where I could just see all the big monsters. And I haven't even got there yet.
Wow, dude. I don't know. It's really big, or you're just slow as shit in the game. I don't know. I don't know what to think. I haven't played it, so I don't know what to think.
Hey man, I'll let you play it, and you'll play for hours on it, and you won't see it either. I've been through like lots of the zones. Like I haven't beaten the game yet, but like I've been through lots of the zones and I haven't seen the cities yet. Like I haven't come across any of that, which that's what I thought it was going to be. I thought it was going to be like, you know, like a Last of Us, like a city, an actual like old, like, you know, American city.
Some ruins or something like that. Something that you can like refer to on an actual map. Yeah.
And nope, it's just been like the old one, like a forest, like a jungle, desert landscape. I mean, just nothing like what I was expecting it to be. So
what if all of that shit that they showed us was literally like a 10-minute section of the game? You know, dude, that ocean is like you're passing it, and then that city is like a quick like you're in there and then you're taken out.
I honestly don't know. Like maybe one of our viewers has played Forbidden West and like, oh no, you're gonna get there eventually, and they let me know like I'm just not there yet. Yeah. But like I have not, and it's weird to me when a game like makes you. Dude, I was so funny because I was looking at gaming news, and someone was like, someone said something ridiculous like, so I'm 10 hours in to Xenoblade 2, and I'm almost at the end of the tutorial, and I'm like, what?
Whoa!
I'm like, what?
10 hours in on the tutorial is
crazy. And so I'm like, what's the deal with these games waiting so long before they finally give you the meat of their game? That's what I'm talking about. If Forbidden West is supposed to be about exploring an old city, like why are you waiting so long to get me there? It's crazy. And even the Horizon Forbidden West like tutorial was like 3 hours long. It was like 2 or 3 hours long. It was really long, bro. I'm not kidding.
Yeah, that's
like I should let you play it for sure.
I want to. I'm eventually gonna play it, but yeah, because you guys are staying at your houses and stuff for the podcast. Yeah, I don't get to see you guys do an exchange, but yeah, dude. I mean, shit. Margaret has asked me to borrow like a couple of games, but the fucker never comes over to grab this shit. So. It's like, dude, you're like 5 minutes away, bro. Just get your ass over here.
I'd swing by easy and hand those to you. Like, that's why I keep kind of shitting on Forbidden West because I'm playing Dying Light 2. And Dying Light 2 is by no degree like this masterpiece. It's just more enjoyable because the moment I fire it up, I'm like in the action and I'm playing, like I'm having fun. Like Forbidden West is like dragging me on like a carrot on the stick, like get me to this point in the game that I want to play already. Yeah. Like that's why it's so infuriating. And like Dying Light 2 has some dialogue cutscenes, but they're not nearly as long or boring as Forbidden West are. So that's another beef I have. So I guess this is why I'm saying it, because I recently stopped playing Forbidden West to play Dying Light 2. And I beat Dying Light 2. So I mean, that's saying a lot. Like I stopped playing Forbidden West and I started playing Dying Light 2. That just tells you like how much more I enjoy playing Dying Light 2 than I enjoy
putting more time in Dying Light.
Yeah. Like it was a lot of fun, man. It's a lot of fun. So
for sure.
What about you, man? What you been playing?
So like for a good minute, I've been playing like Far Cry 6 and whatnot, and I was playing that with my father-in-law. That was until I believe like last weekend, like maybe Sunday or Saturday, something like that. Naraka came out for Xbox on Game Pass.
You've been hooked on that?
That was like, it's like a Fortnite or something like that.
It's like a battle royale game.
A battle royale game, but it's different because you're not only playing with guns. You're playing with melee weapons. Like melee weapons is like 95% of what everybody is rocking. Every now and again, you come across somebody shooting, and you can just run up on them and kill them super quick. But anyways, needless to say, I actually really like Naraka.
Oh my gosh.
I've been playing it. Like,
oh my gosh.
Like I've been enjoying the battles and whatnot, because it's like it's a big map, right? And then there's certain areas where you drop in at, and you have like all these different things as you play the characters and you level up like your main stats or whatever, like your main level. You level up and then you get access to like different bonuses. So like you'll gain like more luck with certain charms that you might find in the game while you're playing, or like you might get like a less energy wasted when you dodge, or things like that, or allowing you to dodge more, or whatever, you know what I'm saying? Like all these bonuses, and then you're getting all these other little things that you unlock. They try to make you pay like the battle pass and stuff like that, but you don't got to. It's not pay to win, because the only thing that you can get is cosmetics. Yeah, all that shit is just cosmetics. If you want to look dope as fuck, and they got some dope outfits, but then you gotta pay, and then you good. And then they give you like eight characters or something like that to start with, and then there's like another 6 that you can get, and all you have to do is
characters, right?
Yeah, you can unlock the characters, right. And you do that using Tay, which is the regular currency that you earn as you're playing. Trap Buddha was good. Oh, and shout out Squid, man, thanks for popping through. But yeah, so you're literally like all the stuff you can do, you can get it in game. It's just gonna take a long ass time if you didn't drop some ducats on stuff, but you can take that in. And
I always felt like buying characters is a little bit like, it's not pay to win, but there's a pseudo nature to it, only because if they make the good characters
locked,
the best, yes, that feels a little pay to win, even though it's not technically. Like there's like that feeling. And
I get you, and I'm trying to currently save right now to get one of those unlocked characters, and it's like it's only 12,000 Tay, and it don't seem like much, but you getting like a couple hundred, like every game. So it takes a minute. And basically what you got to do is as you use certain weapons in the game, you kind of give those weapons experience, and then you get like bonuses for getting certain levels of experience. So they'll give you like more Tay, or like they'll give you like an immortal box that you can open up to get like a skin or something like that from something. And then it doesn't, by all means, it doesn't make the weapon more powerful or anything like that. All it does is just give you bonuses for like, hey, thanks for using me. You know what I mean? Now you've unlocked this, and this. You know what I mean? You get some extra currency or something like that. So, but it's nothing that like oh, if I dropped like, $500 on this, I'm just gonna smoke everybody. You know what I mean? But you can definitely have a character that not everybody has, and I haven't seen those characters, to be honest, like distinctly to know like, oh, okay, you saved up 12K and bought that. You know what I mean? But that's what I
that
want.
That sounds super similar to Smite. I don't know if you've ever played Smite.
I play Smite a bunch of
times. But Smite is almost identical to that, where like everything is either cosmetic or you can spend money to unlock characters. And I remember like playing Smite and trying to get to a certain character I was trying to earn. Like that was one of the fun parts, is like unlocking a new character that kind of looked cool.
Yeah,
that looked fun to play with, or like fit a play style that I wanted to play as.
Right.
But that's pretty sweet, man. So Naraka, I'm gonna have to download that now.
I want you to play
a Royale game.
Yeah, like I think we could run in duos, and it's really nice because there's like the where you can go and like do the trial where you can go for like ranking, and then there's like the casual play, and then they have like a bunch of different ones and certain ones that open up on certain days, so like they got something that's a bloodbath where like you immediately start with weapons, and then you're in a small area and you just fighting, just a whole bunch of fighting. You die, you respawn. You know what I'm saying? You keep going back in.
Like how skill intensive? Okay, so I guess I'll ask you this. Like, so for instance, Fortnite or like Apex Legends or Overwatch, because it's like a first person shooter, it's very twitchy and like you need like lots of skill to like target people and stay on target. Like if you're a better aim than me, like you're gonna smoke me in like a lot of those games. Or like if you just get the jump on me a little quicker, you're gonna smoke me. How does this compare as far as like the skill cap?
So I feel like the skill cap is like it's really low. Like you can master it, or you can be at least decent enough to be able to survive. I've played probably like maybe 10 games, and I've got in the top 5 at least like maybe 4 or 5 times. You know what I mean? And I've played different ones where like,
man,
well, not really, not by any means, but like the first game I played, I was testing it out, right? They give you like a trial, a tutorial or whatever. So I'm going through the tutorial and I'm just kicking ass. I'm like, okay, all right, I like this. You know what I'm saying? I'm going in and I'm wrecking dudes. Like, I got out of that. So I go to the first map, the first challenge or whatever, the trial, and my son done something. So I gotta I'm in the middle of this shit. And so I gotta sit my controller down and go and help my son out. So, the map is big. The circle is gonna get smaller and whatnot. So I'm over there helping him out. And then I'm like, you know what? Let me, stop real quick. Let me go check on it. I look, all of a sudden I'm hearing like somebody is by me trying to attack me. So I'm like, so I go pick up the controller and I start hitting the attack button and I'm dodging and shit. Boom, kill him. Another dude pops up. I killed him. Nothing. So I sit the controller down. I go back and I go and help Sire out. Finish with his stuff.
Oh, you killed the dude?
I killed 2 guys, and then I go back and check, and I literally see, I just happened to glance. I see somebody running up around me because they saw I was AFK because I wasn't moving. And I guess they thought I was going to be like an easy kill, so they were taking their time to look around the area or something. So I grabbed the controller, and you can lock on, and I just started whipping ass again.
So, are you just button mashing or what, dude?
No. So you have 2 attacks. So you have like you have a horizontal attack. So you'll just do slashes and stuff like that, depending on the weapon that you have. And then you have the right trigger. So you got the right bumper and then the right trigger.
How are you killing these guys if they get the jump on you?
Well, it's just because I was dodging at like the right moment when they were going for an attack. So I dodge, they're going forward in the attack, and then I'm behind them, and then I come in behind them and I'm attacking. And a lot of times, dude, you can get stun locked. Like you can get hit and you're just jerking, you know what I mean? Like, and you can't get off an attack unless you dodge to get out of the way.
So the skill part is dodging.
The skill part is dodging, and it's also I just looked this up today, but apparently if you hit RB and the right trigger at the same time, you can do like a parry that'll cause the person to drop the weapon that they have. And if you're quick, you can pick that weapon up before they can get it. So then they're assed out. They don't have a weapon in their hand unless they have their secondary, which they can then switch to. And that shit happened to me. I got into an area and I had like opened up a chest. I had like mad luck. So I got like a gold, like legendary item. So I'm like, oh, okay, shit, it's a long sword. So I grabbed the long sword and I'm like, okay, I just got to find some armor. Then some dudes pulled up on me. And so it's like I'm starting to battle. And so I kept clinking, clink, clink, clink. And then all of a sudden, and I lost my shit. And I'm like, oh, damn, where's my weapon? So I'm looking around. And then the dude just, he just raped me. Like I didn't have nothing. So he just was cutting me up. And he had my shit. So like when I died, my camera went to him. And then I saw he had my shit on him. So I was like, damn, this bastard. I'm like, dude, how did I get disarmed? So I like literally Googled it.
I see.
And then I saw, oh, okay, if you can time it, because like there's no blocking. But if you attack at the same time as your opponent, your swords will just clash.
So now in League of Legends, as you kill things, you earn gold, and then you go back and you have to buy items. I think Smite had that too. Is there like a item purchasing system where you go buy an item?
There's like every time you open up like one of the little caches that's on the map anywhere, or sometimes there's caches or just loot just like sitting across the map, and if you run through it, you'll catch some of the Tay that's there or whatever. And so there's like these things that are called like rift chests that are like all throughout the map. And if you run to one of those, you can purchase certain items from there. And then there's a special one that they call out.
Is it completely random, or is it a static shop? Like when you find the shop, it's the same items you can buy. Because like for instance, League of Legends or Smite, they have something called like a build order. Like certain characters do better with like a certain combination of items. Okay. Like, is there something like that, or is it completely random? Like
no. It's a set list of stuff that they'll all have, and then you just go to them. And then there's a special one that's like a golden chest that if you find that one, you can get like a more random perk. Like you pay more, like 2,000 Tay or something like that, and then you'll get like a random item. And sometimes it might be good. Sometimes it might just be like not useful or whatever. It's just if you got the coins, then you can do it. And basically every time you kill somebody, their husk is left. And then you can go to their husk and then you can collect all the coins that they had. And then you also can get their essence, which is like a shield boost that'll help you for your next, your next fight or whatever. And you have like armor stuff that you can use, kind of like in Fortnite. And you have like your healing pills that you can take and stuff. And it's just pure combat. And you literally like opening up chests, hoping to get like the next tier of an item. And sometimes, you find like a purple of like nunchucks. And you don't really use nunchucks. You use like dual swords or something. But you just, okay, well, it hits harder than this, so I got to use it. You know what I mean? And just adapt to it and just use it. But it definitely, like, it takes skill. And sometimes you find those weapons that you really like. And so you're just really hoping you can find a better version of that weapon. You know what I mean? But it definitely takes like a little bit of skill. But it's like, it's forgiving. Like, if you can dodge at the right times and then charge that person, a lot of times you can take them over. So, I've won in duo before. I've played with my father-in-law, and he was getting ate up because he had this monk dude, and this monk dude was like ass. Like the monk dude, all the guys have like a special ability or whatever.
Father-in-law, so dude, cracks me
up. The monk just gets like really big and turns into like a 4-armed like demon or something, and then he grabs guys. And I guess you like supposed to like slam him down or something like that and do damage. But I feel like he wasn't doing shit whenever he turned big. It was just like, like he was just big just as a distraction. So he would be big. And then I would go over there while they fucking with him and cut them down and then move on. So like I would have like, I would have like 10 kills to his like 4. You know what I mean? Because he would just aggro them and then I would go and cut them down while they fucking with him.
That's funny, dude. That sounds like fun, man. Yeah, I'll have to definitely download it.
It was definitely fun, dude. Like if you want to get on tonight, bro, just like after the pod, man, just download that shit, play the tutorial so that you can play with me, and we can run duos, we can run trios, you know what I mean, whatever. But there's like all different, kinds of things. There's, bloodbath. There's like a nightmare one where you can be the hero or on the bad side or whatever, and it's like random. And I guess like the villain can transform to look like a hero and be out there like fighting with you and then turn on you and attack you, and then you can do like hero on hero damage. So it's hard to really tell, you know what I mean? But you got to kill all the villains in order to do that. But there's like a whole bunch of different things. But I really enjoy it. It's a Naraka trap Buddha, like drop the PSN, bro. I mean, not the PSN because it's on Xbox Game Pass. I'm playing on. So if you got Xbox, drop your handles or whatever. We can get it in, bro. Because Naraka is nice. It's like Fortnite but without the guns, and they do got weapons. Like you got a musket, you got a bow, you have a crossbow, and then some other thing. It's like a cannon, but it shoots like shurikens or like spear poles or something like that, like in like a bazooka type shit. But yeah, man. But I've been having fun, and I'm surprised because I fucking hate battle royales, man. But this one, because it's melee, it feels different. You know what I mean? I'm not getting sniped across the fucking map, or somebody who's got a mouse isn't outdoing me just because they've got a mouse and can have more of a precise click. You know what I mean? Like it's all about doing those right moves. When I got you. I'm gonna add you for sure. But it's all about doing like the right moves and stuff like that at the right time. And sometimes you just catch people off guard, hit them with like a heavy, vertical slash or something that might put them back, and then you just got to find your character too, because they got a lot of characters and they have a lot of their different special abilities. Like there's one guy who can hit the ground and cause like a sandstorm. So then it kind of slows the enemy down and it allows you to just wreck them. There's another dude that like charges up with fire, and so he's just a lot faster, so he can bum rush you and deal out a little bit more damage quicker than he normally would and stuff like. And there's a couple other that deal with like water and stuff like that. Like there's this chick with water that can literally like make you float in the air in like a bubble, and you just fucked. Like, like if they get up on you and they hit you with that, like it's just Dunskies for you, man. You gotta, it's shit. You're shit out of luck sometimes if you're caught in that, but it's slow. But cool. But yeah, man. So I just been playing that Naraka, dude, and and been having fun with that, man. So I definitely want to play some more, especially with the fellas. You know what I mean? So I can.
Wow, you got you got the battle royale bug, huh? You know what it's about now.
Yeah. Well, I mean,
everyone's hooked on it. You know what it's about now, dude.
Yeah, it's just different, you know what I mean? And they're fairly quick to get back into the one. If you die, you just leave, go again. But you're gaining like little experiences and stuff like that. So I definitely have fun with it, but I still gotta go back, finish up Far Cry 6 and stuff like that. But I was doing that because I was like by myself, and I was trying to play Far Cry 6 with my father-in-law, and I didn't want to go too far ahead of him because it was just taking so long.
Right.
But then I told his ass to get on the rocker. So
now you guys are both
I kind of pushed it. Nah, he doesn't really fuck with the battle royales like that. He's more of like the realistic shit, like Battlefield, Call of Duty. He played them shits all day, but I don't really like those realistic ones. I'm more in favor of the mythical. Or some shit like that, something different.
Yeah.
I feel like it's mass shooters, what I mean? Like give me something different, and this is different. It feels different to me.
I try to use reality. You want to escape reality when you go into a game, man.
Right? I don't want to go and fight a Nazi war or something like that. You know what I mean? Not all the time, So, but yeah, man. But that's all I've been playing. Yeah, so onto the podcast. We are like 38 minutes in. Okay, that's cool. It's not too bad. So we got a few topics to talk about today. We have some God of War information, got some Forspoken information, got some new Game Pass stuff to talk about, and then I believe we also have Skull and Bones. Man, they just dropped like a trailer and whatnot. So before we get into all of that, let's go ahead and get into this. I got you, me. All right, so like I said, the first topic that we have today is Skull and Bones. They dropped like a campaign or a gameplay overview trailer, and I mean, first thoughts on this, man. I was pretty impressed. It seems like it's like a really detailed game. I'm hoping though that it's not too detailed. Like they were saying something in here that like your crew, you had to keep them happy, like you like make sure they're fed and they got enough treasure shit, or else they're gonna do mutiny. Yeah, dude. Like, how do you feel about like you fucking up and holding too much of the treasure, and then all of a sudden your crew decides to turn on you?
Yeah, there's a few things in here that I have questions about, but there are some things that I think I agree with you on. Like, it does feel right in the sense of like how you rank up and how you collect things and how you get stronger. Yeah. Like, I feel like that's balanced really well in this game. Like, and also it's just a straight skin of Black Flag, dude. Like, this is just even the way the guy walks, dude, in the little pirate towns.
For sure.
I forget what they called them or whatever, like the hubs.
Shanty towns?
They called him something, yeah. Like it's the same. It's a straight, like, they use the straight engine from Black Flag, which I'm not upset about that because I love Black Flag
it was solid.
Much.
Yeah,
and like the guns and like the gameplay looks like a ton of fun. Like, there's a couple things though that I do have questions about. Okay, my first thing I have a question about is this an MMO? Because they said you can.
They were saying that you would come across other people, right?
They said you can
find your shit.
Well, they said you could pick a PvP server. So that's an MMO thing. Like in World of Warcraft, you could pick a PvP server or you could pick a PvE server. Now, my question is, if it is a PvP server, in World of Warcraft, now, when you pick a PvP server, you're not just playing with like the Horde the whole time. Like, you have like alliance controlled regions and you have horde controlled regions, and then you have like contested regions. Like, I'm hoping it's not just the whole world's contested and you're just constantly coming across other dudes, constantly shooting your ship down and stealing all your equipment.
Yeah,
like, I hope there's just like contested zones, right, where like you can venture into like a PvP area and kind of battle.
So that it's more kind of like contained in a sense.
Yes,
like I would much rather go out into certain waters knowing that I can get into PvP interaction over there, and then I can avoid that area altogether if I don't want to be involved with that.
Yeah, that way there's a space where you can progress, because that's kind of like how World of Warcraft is. You can go into a contested region and know that you're probably going to get ganked or killed like multiple times.
Right, yeah.
But there's also an area that I can go into where I know I can make progress like here, and I'm probably not going to get killed, right? I know I can collect, I can get loot, I can level up. Like, I need to know that. They didn't really go into any depth on that.
That's what I was thinking, because one of the things that they had talked about was saying like that you could like join in with like other players and stuff like that. And they mentioned like, having like multiple ships in your crew, and then like, trying to kill like a big foe. Like, maybe they've got like bosses or kind of like raids or something like that. Those
ships and stuff.
Yeah, like those ships. So you do that. But I was thinking like, well, damn, if I can encounter like multiple people out in the water, like maybe I just want to be like, another guy on the boat, right? And just like join other people's ships until I level up and get enough like resources and things like that, to the point where it's like when I make my ship,
I don't think you can do that.
Get on my ship, like I just like build my ship out.
I don't think you can be like a crew member
day one and then go out there big.
Yeah, but I did really like the feeling of progression. You like have a little dinghy that you start with, and like you kill sharks or whatever. You kill like things and you collect loot. And you get more money and you get more infamy, and then you can buy a new, like, look at this little tiny ship. Like, that's cool, dude. Like, that's what I think Sea of Thieves should have been. Where like you start little and like you get stronger and stronger. You can buy a bigger and bigger ship. Your ship grows. You can add new things to your ship until like you're like a badass on the sea. Like, that's what I was thinking like Sea of Thieves should have been. Like, this seems like this is hitting that Sea of Thieves like itch, like way better than Sea of Thieves is, right? But here's another thing too, man. My other thing about this game that I wanted to ask you, I didn't notice at all a campaign here, man. I almost feel like this is just like a GTA Online, like it's just an online only game, and there's like no story or overarching like theme or thing you're working towards or thing you're trying to do, other than just get stronger. Like, did you notice or see anything there? Like, what are your thoughts on that?
I mean, I kind of feel like that, but I also feel like maybe the towns that you would be involved with or something like that, maybe there's like, maybe you have like your own pirate cove or something like that you would then uh bolster up, kind of like in Black Flag, you had that one town and you literally would come back and then like upgrade that town over and over again as you did all of your exploits and stuff like that, to come back, bring it back to the crew and make your island like way more things that you can benefit from and stuff like that. So I'm hoping there's something like that if there isn't just like quests and missions. But you're right, with everything that they talked about, they did not mention like missions or like there was a quest line of any type. Yeah, so it seemed as if you're just in this world existing with like a bunch of other people, and you may have like that's a opportunity right there was shown. So maybe that's like your missions, your quests. You go to a town, you see what they need, and you go out, grab those resources, and you come back and you get some other resources.
So I guess because of that, my first thought is I worry about,
and it looks like this is like you got to take down the
full price for a game that has no story or no campaign mode, and you're just playing an online game. This feels more like a free-to-play game in that sense, but we don't know yet. Like, we haven't been given like every detail, but these are the kind of questions I would ask the developer. Like, they probably say, you're making your own story, you're making your own infamy, like you're on your own adventure. But it's like, I don't know. I like with Black Flag, I like having that overarching goal, that overarching, like you mentioned all the time, like a story to drive me forward, a reason to keep moving forward.
Yeah, that if I don't want to do the random shit, that I have one main goal that I've always been trying to go for. And it's just that, okay, now I can go back on that main path and do that, and that'll get me somewhere.
Yes, exactly. Kind of like what I just did with Dying Light. Mm-hmm. Yeah, kind of like what I just did with Dying Light. I had a lot of fun just BSing, collecting loot, killing zombies, getting stronger. But at some point in time, I kind of want to know what's going on with this world. I kind of want to know, like, what's the power here? Like, what's the struggle? What's the overarching reason that I'm in this world? What are the people who are in charge? Like,
why am I doing what I'm doing?
Yeah, why am I doing? Yeah, exactly. Like, I kind of want to go and figure that out and see that whole aspect too. Like, and meet some of the people in the world. Like, so I'm hoping there's some kind of like story to follow that you can kind of do as you feel led to do it, right? And, but I don't know. Otherwise, and also here's my second point. That's kind of piggybacking off God of War Ragnarok, but this is launching the day before God of War.
Before God of War, yeah.
Would you want to be on that launch day? I don't think so, dude. That's a bad launch day, dude. And also, I think this is the leaked date. Remember, we had the leaked date. Like, I think this is the leaked date. So, like, that leak, they just stuck with it. They kept it. Like, they allowed the leak to kind of stick, kind of like we were talking about before. Like, what does it matter if you leak a game? Do gamers care, or do these companies really want to control that narrative and they'll actually like change, which we'll talk more about with God of War, like change things to fit their timeline. Hey, you can't leak it. We'll change it if we want. Like, I feel like no, they just said, well, forget it. We'll just keep the same date. We're not going to change anything. But that's not a very good date, dude, to make money.
But I mean, this dropped today, right? This Skull and Bones preview dropped today. Yesterday. Okay. So it must have dropped on Ubisoft yesterday, and today I saw it on PlayStation. They showed the same thing and dropped
the live thing, the little live thing they did.
Right. Yeah,
Ubisoft, event or whatever was on Thursday.
Okay, got you. Yeah, so I mean, it's definitely bold to put it next to God of War Ragnarok, but I'm sure it's because God of War ultimately is only on one system, and Skull and Bones will be on all three. You know what I mean? I think at the same time, I believe. So
yeah, they all launch at the same time.
So so I feel like they figure, okay, well, we've got the Xbox and PC covered, while all the PlayStation fans will just play God of War Ragnarok or whatever. Or
this feels like the perfect Game Pass game. But I just don't know.
I hope it's on Game Pass, bro. I hope it goes on there, because this would be really good to have people, play this on Game Pass, or at least, have it available with the Game Pass, Ubisoft, Plus deal, give you
Yeah,
like
absolutely, dude.
10 extra hours or whatever to check it out. I think 10 hours to test this game to see if you're gonna drop some money on it would be a solid addition. You know what I mean? Like that would be doable. I'd be happy with that.
Yeah, I don't even 10 hours is too much. Like even if it was just a few hours, I think like that would be
2 or
plenty.
3. Yeah. Just to see
2 or
if you
3
really fuck
hours
with
just
it
to
or
see
not.
if
Yeah.
you like it. Yeah.
Right.
But
I'm saying like with this game, if it's like PvP and all of that stuff, like if you put 10 hours into it and your time is up, I think you're gonna buy it. You know what I mean? At that point, because you've invested too much time in it already. But
yeah, I just think my biggest worry is it looks really fun. The progression looks great.
Mm-hmm.
It looks really
the fact
good.
that you got uber customization on your
You
character.
got really high customization. I just
ship,
worry about getting bored and not having that campaign to turn to kind of like keep you interested and hooked for longer than like you said 4 or 5 hours.
When you've killed so many fish, when you've blown up so many ships, or you come across a certain sea area where you just keep getting effed up, you know what I mean? Your ship can't take it. You know what I mean? It's like, oh, okay, I'll do some more of the campaign, to get my ship stronger and progress a little bit more. But there's no campaign. So what do? Do I hunt sharks? For a couple of hours or whatever?
I
Like
know.
what?
That's what I worry about.
Yeah, for sure.
Which is why I prefer this on Game Pass, because I can come back and forth to it as I feel, I want to play it.
Whereas they add more things or whatever.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I mean, we still have, to see. I think as we get closer to it, maybe they'll start, revealing more things, because this was just, I feel like this was like a small part of it, just kind of giving us like a grand scheme of things. Like
I'm glad it's not delayed. Like I'm happy it's not delayed. I'm happy we're getting this game. I appreciate them for that, because everything gets delayed these days.
For sure.
But I'm surprised they didn't just strategically pick a different date.
Yeah. I'm surprised they didn't just put it out a little bit earlier. Or
even October. Yeah. True.
October or August, or September or something like that. October or September. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
That would
have done.
That'd give people a lot of time.
Yeah.
For sure. Did you peep that it got Stadia and Luna on there?
Yeah, I did. I can't believe that. I can't believe Stadia's on there.
Yeah, that's crazy.
I can't believe it. Like
I can't believe Luna. I can't. I think 10 people got the Luna controller, man. Like
those are dead platforms, dude. That's crazy.
Yeah. So the fact that those are coming out there, it must be just because it's on PC. So because it's on PC, it can be on Stadia.
Just on any of them, I guess.
No, it might be like a super simple like port. You know what I mean, to get it over there. But I definitely thought that was funny that they have it. But let us know down in the comments below. Are you waiting on Skull and Bones? Are you excited for it? Is that damn release date gonna mess you up? Like, because you got to get God of War now, so it's like you're gonna get God of War over Skull and Bones or what? But let us know down in the comments below. On to the next topic we have. So we have the Game Pass games for the month of July. Game Pass is always giving more games like throughout the month. They seem to always I feel like it's like every week there's like a new Game Pass games coming, right?
Oh, it's like every couple of weeks they announce a new batch of them. Crazy.
Right. So this one was pretty interesting, man. This webpage has got like a shit.
Yeah, I can't even really see that picture.
I can't read that, yeah. But so you've got like Road 96, that launched on July 7th. So that's brand new. A road trip fraught with dangers, during which you'll meet new characters and discover their stories and secrets. Ooh. Escape Academy. That one launches on July 14th. My Friend Peppa Pig. That one launches on July 14th. Overwhelm. Paw Patrol the movie. That's like legendary collection right there. That's like, you got to get that one. That's 10 out of 10.
Right.
Paw Patrol. Power Wash Simulator. That is a must play. And yeah,
that's trippy. Go back to Power Wash Simulator. What is that?
Power Wash Simulator is meant to
Oh my
relax you as you
gosh.
wash the dust and grime with soothing sounds of high pressure water.
Pressure water.
It's available on day one with Game Pass.
That's
So,
a trick, dude.
all right,
Power
so
Wash Simulator. What the hell? You just
so
sit there
I
power
mean,
wash a garage driveway?
dude, or a car or something like that. I don't know, man. But when I saw this lineup, right, when I was just looking at the pictures, the images, the shit picture here, when I saw Peppa Pig and freaking Paw Patrol on there, I was like, oh wow, they are digging in the barrel for these. Like they ran out of shit to put on here. Because I mean that Paw Patrol movie one's been out for a while, and the reason I know this is because I bought the game for my kids on the Nintendo Switch, and Peppa Pig and stuff like that. Like, damn, and then Yakuza, like that shit's
Those are already been on Game Pass.
Yeah, they've been out for a while. You know what I mean? So they're just adding them to like cloud and PC. So really like they didn't add shit this month. Like this group is pretty lackluster, man. The super power wash is worse than the goat simulator.
That's crazy, dude.
And like the Route 96, that was like some driving shit, right? DJ Max Respect 5. You get to experience tracks from popular artists. And there's HD music, so you playing the DJ on that shit. Like God dog it, man.
Yeah, dude. When I saw this list, man, I was just like, I don't recognize like anything here, except the Yakuza games that have already been on Game Pass. They've been there, like all of them have been there. That's nothing new, and I'm like, I don't recognize any of this junk. Like usually, there's at least like one or two cool games that I recognize, and I'm like, oh,
or
dude, cool,
or like something one or two that sound really dope, and like I'll try it out. You know what I'm saying? Like I didn't know.
And there's not even that. There's not even that. Like maybe Escape Academy. Like maybe Escape Academy. But other than that, like like My Peppa Pig, Paw Patrol, a DJ, Pressure Washer. Like these are like really odd choices to add to like Game Pass. Like the only one that even remotely looks possible to me is that, like I said, Escape Academy, because you're at like a school and you're learning to be an escape artist. I mean, that's kind of interesting, maybe.
Yeah, maybe.
I mean, just because like escape room's kind of fun. But I mean, like, it just doesn't seem like. I don't know if this is just a product of summertime being a dead zone for any new game releases, or if this is Microsoft trying to save a buck, because there just isn't anything worth playing. That's such a bummer. Like,
yeah.
I don't know. A good thing we have Narika, right? Like, I mean, there's just nothing to play because this is a bad month, dude.
I mean, there was some solid games other than Naraka that were on Game Pass this month. You know what I mean? Like I said,
there's a couple I want to play, like Ninja Turtles. Come on, let's go.
Yeah, Far Cry
Ninja Turtles, like
on there. So
that was a huge anticipated game, Ninja Turtles, and they launched it on
Shredders?
Game Pass. Like,
that's
like
brand
there's
new.
always this is like the first month, like the first time really for me. Like we've been tracking Game Pass launch every month on this program. Yeah. And there's never been a month where I wasn't excited about like a couple games.
At least
this is the first month.
Huh? Yeah.
Yeah, this is the first month where like I feel like this is PlayStation Plus. Like, oh my gosh, this is what we're getting. Like it's the first month where I'm just like majorly disappointed. So
yeah, this would be that time. Like, so I would say like if you haven't played like Floppy Nights, I would go check that out. If you haven't played Dodgeball Academia, go check that out. There's like a couple
Shredder's Revenge, games. Man.
Shredder's Revenge, Far Cry 5, definitely if you haven't played that one yet. There's a couple of other games that have been previously released on it. Definitely Naraka. If you guys haven't, I believe my Game Pass name is Sovereign 7275 or something like that. So add me on there. I'll definitely run some maps with you guys. But I mean, this is like, damn. All I was thinking was like, oh, this is like shit that my kids would want to play. You know what I mean? Like, I'm hoping to see if like I can have my tablet using cloud as well as be on my Xbox at the same time and see if it works or if it's not possible. You know what I mean? To see if that goes, because there's nothing that I would want to play, but I know my kids would want to play Peppa Pig, and my son's already got the Paw Patrol thing, so he wouldn't even do that. But I mean, they've had Ryan and some other shit on there. You know what I mean? That he's wanted to play. But yeah, this is like crazy, man.
Yeah, and the power wash just puts it over the top. That cracks me up.
Yeah, dude. I mean, I see how there could be a possible interest, but I feel like you would have to make it a puzzle game or something like that. Like maybe you're power washing and it's a puzzle that you're trying to solve. Right. But if you're telling me that it's just a dirty walkway and you have a power washer and you're just brushing it,
that's what it sounds like, crazy. Dude. Because it's a simulator. So it's supposed to be like real life, man. Like,
I almost want to just cloud it and see what it actually is, just to see it, like, so I can fully grasp what they're putting on here and what people
see if you get mesmerized by it.
Time making. Yeah, because that's crazy. The fact that's people making a game to just stand somewhere and power wash shit is already interesting, and to get that is crazy. So
yeah, dude, what a bummer. That's such a bummer this darn month, dude. It's such a bummer because, like, I'm going to Vegas.
Left what?
And I'm be gone for like a week.
Really? Oh, okay. Yeah. Sorry about that. Yeah, man. So that's super.
I said, like, I'm going to Vegas. I'm be gone for like a week, and I like taking one of my consoles with me, you know, because I play at night or whatever in the room.
Right.
And there's like nothing great to play right now, man. I'm like, do I go get Tiny's Tina and play that? Because I'm done with Dying Light 2 now. So it's like, I don't know what to do, man.
Yeah.
So,
yeah, for sure. Yeah, man. So, I mean, disappointed for Game Pass this week. That sucks, you know, but, you know, hey, it is 1 week out of like the many, you know, like we said. So, you know, they were bound to have a bad week at some point, right? Or a bad, you know, month drop or something like that. But
I guess,
let us know. Let us know down in the comments below if you guys are rocking with all of the games that they dropped on Game Pass this week. If you're actually rocking with any of them, you know, maybe the Escape Academy was like something that was actually interesting that you had looked up on and you were looking for it, you know, you want to check it out or whatever, you know. But let us know. On to the next topic, man. God of War Ragnarok. We already talked about it, but they finally gave us the release date. You know, November 9th of this year. You know, all the things we've heard before, it seemed like it was pretty solid and that this would be it. You know what I mean? That this was the selection. So, you know, cool. That's awesome. That there's that. And, you know, they gave us like a little trailer. I felt like that trailer still didn't really give a shit about like what's going on. You know what I mean? It was really short. And it seemed, the only thing that I noticed is that it seemed like Atreus' voice sounded a little bit deeper. Like it was, like it was older. He didn't necessarily look more mature, but he sounded more mature.
He'll look little, really weird. Yeah.
I
agree.
It's supposed to be a continuation of right where it left off.
Right.
It could have been Atreus' same voice. It shouldn't have been a more mature voice. So I don't know if the person who was playing Atreus fucked up or got COVID or something like that. He couldn't do the parts. They had to hire somebody else or what. I don't know what's going on. But yeah, his voice definitely sounded like way different.
Yeah, did you see the special edition?
Okay. All right. Okay. Yeah.
Did you see the special edition box?
Huh?
Did you see the special edition box of this?
No. Yeah, I did the Jotnar and the other one.
It had Thor's hammer.
Yeah. So I mean,
like that's all but confirming we're gonna get to play with Thor's hammer, right? Like I think that is all but confirming that that's gonna be a weapon in this game.
Yeah, for sure.
Which is pretty sick.
Yeah, but hey, I got an issue that I gotta handle, so I'm unfortunately gonna have to cut the podcast short right now.
Right.
The next topic that we were going to talk about was Forspoken and the fact that they delayed that shit again. It's January 2023. So that sucks. But, you know, chew on that. Let us know down in the comments below what you guys think about Forspoken coming out at the top of the year or whatever. And yeah, I apologize, but I got to go and take care of that. So until next week, I'll catch you guys later. Deuces.
Peace.